All right, welcome back to another episode of the Scout Life. Today we're back here at the Gold 1210. If you remember, we left off, I got it to move a little bit. So today we're gonna check the brakes. Today the goal is to get it out of here, to drive it out of here. So if you remember, we had that weird electrical issue with the spark plug wires. Someone commented that he had seen that before, which was encouraging. So I'm gonna do the Pertronix first because I'm tight on time, so I don't know if I'll get to these wires, but we'll see. We have them. Anyway, I'm gonna throw in this Pertronix. I'll show you something really quick. We just did the video on the green truck of the Pertronix install, and that went well. Fortunately, this truck is a 72, and this black wire right here has 12 volts positive with in the on position. I'm not sure if it has the start position, but that doesn't matter because I have this other, on the point style, there's that additional wire that comes from the starter. So I'll hook both those up. I will I'll probably leave this wire hooked up too. I don't know. This is the resistor wire. I'll probably shorten it. But anyway, so I'm gonna do that real quick. You don't need to watch that, and then we'll report back when I got it running, and we're gonna go for a little test drive. All right, so I got the Pertronix unit in. And again, there was a little ground strap in there that I hooked back up because it says if it's there, hook it up. Got the air gap set. Put my rotor back on. I don't have a cap and rotor, so I'm hoping this is acceptable. It's not, because I did fire it up before I got on camera and it was running pretty junky. Like so junky that I don't think I could drive it. Okay, so I got my little, I'm gonna try to power off of one wire, the choke and the coil, which I know is kind of not great, but I do have I'm hooking up the original coil wire, so I think it should be fine, but we'll find out in a couple minutes when I fire it up. I'm gonna fire it up. This is with the Pertronix and using the key. 100% better. Dude, that's so awesome. Yeah. All right, game changer. So we got fuel flowing through the bowl. I need a carb stud. I'm gonna let it warm up a little bit, clean up my mess, and then we'll go for a little test drive. And by the way, there was a cat living inside here. Let's check it out. Yeah, I came in like a week ago just to check in, and this kitten scared me to death. It like jumped out at me. There's probably a critter in there. Maybe that was the cat, but you can see all the cat hair. It smells like, it's kind of gross. I'm gonna see if my host here has a vacuum. But man, it's running so well. It sounds amazing. So I'm gonna get cleaned up while we let it warm up, see what happens, and then we're gonna go for a drive. Success. All right, so I got it to move another 5 feet. Sorry I didn't film it. Man, listen to this thing. Listen to that baby purr. And the brakes surprisingly feel good so we're gonna take this camper shell off. Here, you want to go? Yeah. Yeah, I got this side.
Okay.
Okay. Looks pretty sick on there. Whoa.
Yeah, we're good.
Yo. Yeah, I can definitely get out. All right, there she is. I'm gonna pull it actually forward a little more. Let's go move it. What do you think? So I'm gonna put the license plate on it real quick. I don't have any tail lights or brake lights, so that's kind of a problem, but I'll see what I'm gonna do about that. All right, I'm gonna pull her up. Don't really have reverse, so that kind of stinks. That's kind of a problem. Shifter is definitely off. I feel like I'm starting it in reverse. I'm gonna check that. Yeah, I don't have reverse, so I think the shift linkage might be off, but I'm gonna check and see. Otherwise, I just gotta be really careful and not put myself in a position where I gotta back up. All right, so I might use my phone as a rear view mirror. That's a good idea. But I don't have any rear view or side view mirrors, no brake lights, no tail lights. I know it's irresponsible, but I just got to get it to a place that I can work on it. My wife Heather's being gracious, and she's following me. And I don't know, dude, it's kind of sketch. I have the temperatures holding steady, the alternator's overcharging. Sounds like I have a wheel bearing grinding. but the motor runs good, and the transmission, I have no reverse. So we'll see what the future of this gold truck is. I might have to go to a better home. I don't know, or I'll just fix the transmission and keep picking away at it. I put 10 gallons of fuel in it, and it has like one main tank, 2 auxiliary tanks that aren't hooked up, and it's a little stressful being in downtown LA-ish. Anyway, we'll keep you in the loop. All right, woo, we made it. I made it about 20 miles. It runs pretty good. The transmission is kind of messed up. It doesn't have reverse, and it's starting to like flare in between the shifts. So I'm a little concerned about that. The fluid is not too great, but I just don't have an option to service it down here. So, got my air cleaner stud put in, tightened terminals. I'm gonna throw some B12 chemical in the one fuel tank that is working. I got some of this Lucas Stop Slip transmission additive. Hopefully that's gonna help. Oh, check this out. It was kind of sketch driving with no mirrors, so I got some chrome dome mirrors. So overall, and then I got like a noise in the back. I don't know if there's a loose wheel bearing, but I'm gonna jack up the back and check that out. Oh yeah, also, I spent the last hour, doesn't look much better, but actually it does. It smells better. Cleaning the inside. It's just tons of cat hair, but it smells better. And next up is getting the next up and most critical thing for me before I can drive it more is taillights. None of the taillights work, and the amount of troubleshooting I did at this point is, and I gotta dig into this, but there's no power key on or key off to the taillight fuses. So I'm gonna kind of I think I have problems here and in the back, so I'll kind of keep you in the loop on that. Other than that, I'm hoping I got about 100 miles to drive home, so I'm a little nervous about that. She's been off the road since 2003. And who knows why they parked it in 2003. I have a feeling it's because the reverse doesn't work. But I'm gonna check the shift alignment on the old column shift, see what's up. Fun day. I'm glad to make it to my buddy Jay, Vanagon Jay, where I have a place to work and do stuff. All right, we've had a good sesh, man. I got these cheesy mirrors hooked up. Big news, the biggest news, I got, and I glued back on. We'll see if it works. The taillight's working. Look at these. That's like a Ford taillight. But this one I brought, it's an IH. But I got, yeah, taillights. The blinkers work too, man. What was up was it was completely severed. All these were just cut, both sides. So it's not perfect. What I'm doing now is like checking the rear wheel bearings. So essentially I'm gonna grab with both hands. I'll have to put the camera down. Put it in neutral that I don't really have. It's got a track lock in it. Maybe a power lock. I'm not sure what these 72 has. It just has a additive tag, which typically means, check out this gas tank. Woo. But anyway, you're just gonna grab it side to side. When you are on the front checking ball joints, you typically grab top and bottom. But just to check wheel bearings, you can just grab out left and right and push it in and out, and you're checking for end play of it going in and out. So I'm gonna do that, and man, I think it's gonna be as good as it's gonna get. So I think next phase is just more driving. So it's fun. It's going to be an adventure. I'm going to go help my buddy John, who we did a podcast a long time ago. He's got a cool 1967 25-foot Cal sailboat. I'm going to go help him. So I'm going to drive this over there in the morning. I'm going to take it for one more test drive tonight. It is starting with the key. The engine sounds fantastic. Water pump might be making a little bit of noise, but I'm not too worried about that. Definitely, if I make it, I'm gonna change trans fluid, see if I get reverse back. I don't know if that's a thing. If I gotta rebuild it, I might rebuild it. I don't know, we'll see what we're gonna do. I might just pass this on to the next lucky person that wants a 3/4 ton, 2-wheel drive 1210. That has little, I mean, it's got some rust, but it's pretty rust free in the where it counts. And the underbody floors are super solid, cab corners super solid. Has been repainted. It's been in an accident in the back. You can kind of see evidence of Bondo, but it's just a cool little work truck. Could be good, it'll be cheap. We'll see. Watch out for the grams. So I'm cruising around in LA, running errands with a 1210 that's been sitting for 20 years. It's kind of crazy, but it's been going pretty well. No reverse. I think what that means on a 727 is that the rear band or rear clutch is stuck, like welded to itself. So picking up something fun for a friend of mine at the woodshed. It's gonna be tasty, and we'll keep cranking. I'm gonna head up to Ventura. That'll be the long part of our journey. Later, I'm gonna wait till traffic dies down. All right, so I'm cranking on the highway. I got about an hour and a half drive, about 80 miles. So far, so good. It's kind of loud without a back window, but I'll check back in if something breaks, or if I make it, if and when I make it, and we'll wrap it up till next time. All right, team, good news, I made it. Things pretty solid, you know, other than the like band or the clutch being frozen. It's pretty awesome. So anyway, thanks for watching. I'll keep you in the loop of what we do with this truck, and hopefully this inspires you to keep working on your projects and find old rigs and save them and drive them. Until next time, see you later.